You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
I'd much rather get someone to stick their finger up my asshole.
Bullshit. Who are you
No.
kidding? Have you ever had someone...
Mark my words, the next person I'm with is going to stick their finger up my ass.
Oh, God.
It's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter, you sneaky little freaks.
We are chatting about sex, just my mother and me, and I think we're going to have a phenomenal episode today. How do you feel about this, Mother?
I feel I already confused. I already had dyslexia.
Why?
I said you sneaky little freaks. I meant you little sneaky freaks.
Don't even start going down that self-questioning route. You're doing everything perfectly right now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I am delighted to talk with you today because I had an interesting experience this weekend that I would like to share.
Well, do tell.
So I think I got a little glimpse of post-COVID life.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I socialized for the first time in 6 months.
With who?
My friends hosted a silent disco on the beach.
That is so fun.
For our listeners, that means that basically they own like 50 to 100 headsets probably.
Who owns that?
My friend does.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because he's a nutter.
He's a collector.
No, they're all the same type of headsets. They all allow you to connect to one playlist. So everyone is wearing these headsets, and so you can kind of dance around in silence wherever.
Okay.
So we took this to the beach. We were socially distant, relatively. Everyone else was kind of on top of each other, but I was away from them.
What does that mean?
I was standing far away.
So if someone drove by, they'd see this clusterfuck of people dancing around like lunatics without any sound, and then they'd see you by yourself, dancing by yourself with no sound.
Well, that's correct, yeah. And then we went in, it was at night, so we went into the water and had our feet in the ocean with a beautiful moon. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Sounds so
Dancing
fun.
around, like, it was so fun. But here's the notable part. When I arrived, I came a little late, fashionably late, as I do.
Oh.
And it's mainly because I was making a burrito. But I came late, and when I showed up, there were a lot of strangers there that suddenly I saw eyeballs on me.
Why?
Like I was fresh meat.
You mean women's eyeballs?
Women's eyeballs.
So a lot of
fresh meat
horny
on
chicks.
the prey.
Horny chicks on the beach.
Horny chicks who haven't been with people in 6 months.
Looking for
This
that
is what...
crazy-ass clown.
And I will tell you, I was in a similar mindset. Who's here? What are we working with? It immediately came into play.
I like it. I like the mindset. I like where this is going.
And I found myself much more talkative to people.
How are you talking to people when they have headsets on playing disco music?
That was a bit of an issue.
Wait,
because
did you say disco or did I make that up?
It is called a silent disco, but it's not. It doesn't all need to be disco music. It's just whatever the DJ wants to play.
Who's the DJ?
My friend who owned the headsets.
Okay.
So he's playing from his computer. Everyone's dancing around. Anyway, I should also back up and say, I might have misconstrued the whole all eyes on me thing when I arrived. I also should specify that no one was wearing a mask there, and I came very masked up, so masked up with mask and glasses that my glasses were fogging up.
Oh.
And I was also wearing a bright neon orange fanny pack with a metallic case with Purell attached to it. So
can I interrupt? Were you trying to look sexy or look like you were going onto the moon in a hazmat suit? What the fuck was going on with that?
I was trying to stay safe, Mother.
Stay safe. You're outdoors, probably 20 feet apart from every living human being.
So it is very possible that the eyes were on me because I looked like a fucking lunatic.
I'm going with door number 2.
Yeah, I'm going door number 1. Okay, this is life of pi situation. It's all about the perspective.
Okay.
Okay, so eventually I got a little more comfortable. I took off the mask,
Oh, how brave.
but then I did find myself. I was talking to one girl, cute girl.
How? You were 6
I was
feet
talking
apart?
to her, and she kept kind of getting closer to talk to me
Oh,
because
spitting?
6 feet is a little weird, and so I kept backing away. And it's very weird to try to engage in a conversation where you're continuously you're trying to
Yeah.
get close to someone, but also far.
Yeah, your body language is in conflict.
Total conflict. Yeah, it just
This
felt
is
very.
an interesting phenomena.
And there was one loose cannon there.
What does that mean?
There was one drunko who, I don't know if she was trying to flirt or whatever the fuck she was trying to do. She was trying to get too close physically, and she was just like start running at me.
I hate when people do that, especially they know you do not want to get close, so they come closer.
Oh, she was fucking.
It is
just,
annoying.
She was just like, it was like a little child like running at someone.
Oh God.
I didn't love that. So I was on high alert, but I was having a good time. Anyway, I feel like that's what post-COVID life is going to be like.
I like it. And did you get phone numbers?
Got some phone numbers.
Love it. Love it.
So we'll see what goes on.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think that sounds like a new you. I think it's
I knew you. Knew
yeah,
me.
yeah. I think we worked on that. The fucking Hinge profile. Got rid of that shit that you had. Well, come on.
You destroyed my Hinge. I honestly, you.
I figured out the
after-
problems.
Yeah.
The problem is you were rated very poorly on Hinge or any of the dating apps.
And how do you justify that?
I justify because I saw some special on some TV show I saw.
Yeah, but how did you know that I was rated poorly?
Because I seen your profile and it was a bunch of clown, stupid things that don't look like someone who's
They're
like
not.
trying to find a woman. It looks like you're trying to find a fellow clown.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to find a fellow clown. You want to find a relationship. You don't want to look for some clowns.
All right. Well, I will say that I will give you credit and say that since I
Made
created
some
a new.
revisions.
I created an entirely new account
I
from
didn't
my
know
business
that.
number.
Oh, that was a good move.
Yes. I thought I told you this, remember? Because you kept getting all those
no,
texts.
I asked you. You said, no, I just changed some of the pictures. You didn't say you created an entire new account.
Entirely new account. I moved my search radius from 3 miles to 20 miles.
Oh, boy.
So I'll be matching with women in San Diego, but it's okay because
San Diego.
it's still some sort of connection.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you've noticed that you have been getting more matches.
And I think that the photo shoot that we did together helped. I used one of the videos as a.
That was a good
the
idea.
It's all about that first picture. If you don't nail it with the first picture, you're fucked.
I agree. And people put themselves with sunglasses with
No sunglasses, no other people.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend a moving video. You don't even need to be moving too much, but a video tells you so much more about someone's essence than a picture.
I agree. I almost years ago when I first was single was thinking of creating a dating app just with videos.
It's a good idea because what I've learned is that I'll be about to swipe no on someone, and then I see a video of them, and something about the way that they look at the camera or move or something.
They probably had a clown face on.
No, I'm telling you, there's something there. You
Okay.
can tell more from the videos.
A picture says 1,000 words and a video says 2,000 words.
That's exactly what they say.
So speaking of videos,
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of videoing on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Here's a video that I got 3,879 views on, okay? Are you ready? This was just a couple days ago.
Okay, people. Class is in session. I can tell you what it's not. It's not dick-dock, and it's not tick-cock, and it's not milf-tock. If you got a better idea, put it in the comment section.
Okay?
What? How did you come up with that, Mother?
Well, I came up with that because apparently a lot of people were having difficulties. Yeah, okay, the first started when I told Dee's kept calling it tick-cock. So I
Tit-cock?
tick-cock. So I thought it'd be a little funny if I said, honey, it's not tick-cock, it's tick tick-tock. And then all these people started writing in things like it's tit-tock or lip lock or tap the tack or milf tack. And then it got to anal tack,
MILF talk. Anal talk.
tit tack.
What is happening?
It was out of control over there. And then I got some ageism going on when someone said, you should just give it up tack. So I had
What
to
the fuck,
do a
tack?
standalone video to him saying that you are a sad, pathetic excuse of a human being. Okay?
Oh my God.
All right. I you know what? Sometimes I have to school
Is
these
that what you
people.
said?
No, I said it was much nicer. Would you like to hear that one?
Yeah, I want to hear some schooling.
Okay.
You should give up tack. That just shows how insecure you are that you've got to go making rude, not nice comments to a nice woman like myself. Please like the video.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm having conversations on TikTok. In case anybody wants to know, it's Karen Lee Potter. Check it out. I'm on 8,000 followers now and climbing.
You know, we were just having a conversation this morning about the habits that we've been forming recently.
They're very diverse and different.
So how would you describe your habits, Mother?
My thing, okay, I wake up in the morning. First thing I do is grab my phone.
Great.
And I check out how many new followers I have on TikTok.
Oh,
How
my
the video I
God.
did the night before is doing.
Oh, I hate this so much.
Then Dee's brings me lemon water.
This is unusual. This is a strange phenomena. What is that?
Lemon water? It's just lemon.
I know what lemon water
Oh.
is.
It's to
It's
help
lemon
my-
squeezed into water.
Yeah, it's helped both of our digestive systems working early in the morning. Then
So you call him and say, I'm done with the TikTok. Bring me the lemon water.
something along those lines. Good morning.
my-
I'm up. Lemon water, please.
Oh my God.
And then we get a cup of coffee going. And then it's time to check to see if any more TikTok views came in.
Oh my God. Your life is just, it's consumption at every stage.
No, then I take care of a lot of other business. I go on my many emails, which I have, as you know, like 7.
Oh my God. It's so infuriating.
It's very infuriating. All right. Anyway, so there's been some discussion.
So my habits, thank you for asking,
Oh, yes.
involve
Something
Waking
different.
up.
Something different than mine.
doing a meditation anywhere from between 20 minutes and an hour. Then doing an hour-long morning workout, which consists of qigong, yoga, plyometrics, and breath work.
I don't even know what half of those things are.
It's actually just one dude's workout, and if anyone wants it, this guy named Mike Chang has the most incredible daily workout that I've started doing recently. Just text us at our number. It's in our show description in the episode.
Well, you didn't
description.
tell anybody what the number was, so how are they going to text you?
Because it's in the episode description. They could look it up.
You know how much of a pain in the ass is to stop if you're driving or working out and look to see what the show notes are and then try to figure out the number. So just tell them the damn number.
310-356-3920.
There you
and
go.
that's honestly a complete guess because
What?
I'm not prepared with that. You put me on the spot.
All right, I'm going to look
And
it
so
up.
I'm not entirely sure that that's our
All right,
number.
I'm going to tell you what the number is, okay?
I think it's 310-356-3920.
I'm telling you right now what it is.
Why don't you even
310-356-3920.
why don't you just say that as opposed to putting me in a hot seat over
Well, I had to look it up myself because I couldn't remember it.
here? Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Anyway, the little sneaky freak number, which we've gotten a lot of people that are texting us.
Yeah, text me if you want that. I'll send you the link to that daily workout.
And we're
I
not
do. It's
even getting
phenomenal.
sponsored by this guy.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, and then I want to just mention one other habit that's been helping me through the core.
By the way, so far your morning is intense.
Oh, and then followed by a smoothie, an energy smoothie.
Yeah, your morning is very intense.
It's probably the best. And then I
It
shower.
sounds very
so
healthy.
It's a phenomenal
it
way
sounds
to start
healthy.
the day.
It sounds mentally
Yeah.
and physically healthy. It makes me feel like a piece of shit, lazy shit, tic-tac shit.
Yeah, it should.
It should not.
It should. Yeah, it should. Because I think your life would be enhanced by doing these things.
My life is in a constant state of evolution.
There's no judgment on the way you
There's
live
a
your life.
huge judgment.
No, there's not.
Apparently there was. You just said, oh, well, you better do some changes.
Listen, if you want to wake up and fucking numb your mind
Yes.
with watching high school girls dance around,
Excuse me?
that's fine.
That is
Yeah.
not the case.
What are you watching? It's like conservative news or something that
No.
comes on your TikTok.
No.
Yeah.
Why would I? Ugh, no. Why would,
That's what I always see you looking
no,
at.
the one time I put Trump on there, I don't know why I put Trump as a keyword. Then I got a bunch of Republican, very conservative followers. I forgot why. I would think I was like saying something anti-Trump, and apparently people thought I was following Trump, and then I had a lot of Trump supporters on there.
Okay, so what comes up when you look at the TikToks?
I have started following a lot of women that in my age group that are trying to do like confident videos about our age. And the one yesterday that I did was me wearing a two-piece bathing suit from 7 years ago.
Wow.
And I said, I'm very proud that I got into a two-piece bathing suit. And then I had other women saying, I can relate.
Okay, so there's no judgment here. I
Yeah.
think that's good. If that's how you want to start your day, that's fine.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you approved of my daily routines.
Well, I'm not judging you.
Yeah,
You
good.
say you feel like a piece of shit. You should have. There's no reason to.
All right, I don't. I would like to add that I've been calling out to the sneaky freaks on TikTok. So Sex Talk with My Mom has a TikTok. I don't know if you're aware of it, Cam. We have at least 200 followers there that you should be taking advantage of.
I should take advantage of our followers.
All right, that's not the good word. You should appreciate and try to accommodate their needs.
I don't like doing the TikToks.
Why?
I just don't enjoy it.
Well,
I think it's a waste of
start
time.
enjoying it. It is fun, and it's much more entertaining
All right.
than Instagram.
The show should be called TikTok with My Mom because there's never sex talk.
That's a
It's
good
only
one.
TikTok talk.
That's a good one. See, I'll add that instead of anal talk and lip lock and tit talk. We're going to now do
I see that you
TikTok
wrote,
with my, what?
you wrote here cream talk, clit talk.
Yes, these are people's new ideas of when I called out for creativity. They are
Okay.
not exactly that creative.
I don't want to deal
All
with
right.
any more
Would
of
you
this
like to
TikTok
hear?
shit.
Would you like to hear about what my weekend was like?
Yes. And then I want to get to listener questions.
Okay,
and,
so my
and your
weekend
news.
very quickly is that Deez and I decided to take a walk with my friend Nina Hartley and her partner Wendy, who've been on our show recently. So if you want to scroll back and find that episode, Nina Hartley is one of the all-time greatest porn stars, and now she's doing camming, and apparently she's making a shit ton of money camming. I said to her, well, I was also high when I saw her, I was so impressed with her doing this because she's now taking, she's taking control of her life. Instead of having some director or producer tell her what she had to do, she said she's done, completely
She
done
she
sucking
enjoys
male
it.
cocks, not male cocks,
Oh, wow.
sucking cocks in front of a camera. Unless, because she's camming is by herself.
And she's never enjoyed that?
She's over it.
She's over it.
She's over it on camera. She's not saying it off camera.
So what is she doing when she's on camera?
I don't know, but whatever it is, she's making so much money.
You ever inspired to tune into her channel?
I don't know how to, and I didn't. I honestly don't know, but I can tell you that both her and her partner had suggested that I do it, and Deez does it. Different
Deez.
yeah, Deez.
Who's watching Deez on there?
Gay guys. They thought that
Gay
guys would want to watch Deez. But I don't think that either of us are going to do it. I know I'm not going to do it because I'm excited about some other news, which we were going to bring up at some point.
Wait, hold on.
What? If-
The only reason you're not doing it is because of the project that we're working on?
No, that's one of the reasons. I'm saying that they suggested I do it with my head cut off. But I'm like, I do a podcast. The sneaky freaks out there know my voice. There's no way I'd be able to get away with doing any kind of headless a cam girl. I just don't see it happening.
But if you could do it, say a mime headless cam girl,
You would do
would
it.
do it. Would you do it?
Would I do mime?
No.
You said mime.
Without words,
Silent.
without speaking.
I might consider that. That's a lot of money.
Wow. I
Do
don't
the
understand.
math. Would you
I
do
think
it? Would you do it for $50 an hour?
$50 an hour to show my dick, my tiny little dick off?
You said it's not tiny.
Oh, recently, and this is actually pretty good.
Cam's news,
should I
Cam's
share
news,
this?
Cam's-
Cam's news, Cam's news.
Cam's news.
Hold on, let me pull up this fucking article that I saw by going to Dr. Ruth's Twitter account. I've been trying to get in touch with fucking Dr. Ruth. Okay,
On Twitter.
Through any measure possible.
If anybody knows how to get Dr. Bruce info, please let us know.
310-356-3920. Okay, so in 2014, researchers asked men to estimate the size of the average erect penis. Their guess, 6.2 inches.
You know where they get
That's
that
actually-
from? Where do you think they get that from? Porn.
However, that's actually in line with the numerous scientific studies that have been reported. But guess what? Those studies are wrong.
Wrong.
Clemson University professor Bruce M. King, senior author of the textbook Human Sexuality Today, drew attention to this issue in a recent review published in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy. For years, researchers asked men to self-report the length of their erect penises by measuring along the top from the abdomen to the tip, and over that time, men consistently informed researchers that their members ranged roughly 6.1 to 6.5 inches. Now, can you see the problem with this procedure?
Yeah. Just a guessing?
Yeah, asking men to accurately report the size of their penises is like trying to eclipse the speed of light in a junker car.
That's right.
It's not going to happen.
It's like
Whether-
who's putting their actual height on websites? I mean, on dating sites.
Oh, yeah. Even I boost it by an inch.
Oh, so you boost
Even
it.
I,
You
honest Abe
little
over here
sneaky
lies.
freak son.
I'm a sneaky freak when it comes to Hinge. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 1 inch shorter
Why?
because I've noticed that there are women that put it as a deal breaker that the person has to be 5'10".
So you write 5'10" and you're really 5'9"?
Yeah.
Well, now the gig is up. The jig is up or whatever.
The jig is up.
The jig is up.
No, I'm honest with my sneaky freaks.
Do you know when I met
Okay.
Deez? I told him I was 1 year younger than I was.
It's dumb. It's dumb
So
why
dumb.
we do this. Okay, so basically, when researchers actually measured erect penises in the lab from representative samples of men, I don't know how they're doing this. If
Yeah,
they're jerking
yeah,
them
then
off,
let's just
using
think-
a fluffer, I don't know what the hell that
No,
is.
but if you forget about that hard part, who's volunteering for these studies?
Big dick men.
Or small dick men who want to think they're bigger.
Anyway, the average length ranged between 5.1 and 5.5 inches.
Oh, now you're feeling good.
Globally, the real average is probably closer to the bottom of the range.
I always figured between 5 and 6 inches.
Can you believe this? So
So what?
I've got a massive cock relative to this.
That's the name of our show. I've got a massive cock.
So that's the news. That's
I'm
Cam's
so
news of
happy
today.
that you've got a massive cock. I cannot
You know,
tell
because
you.
I think it has been, you're never sure about your penis size. And men can sometimes have a lot of insecurity.
Oh,
Any
you
penis owners
think?
might have insecurity
I
related
think-
to their penis size.
That is what people go on Nina's site, and they want her to take a look at their dicks and tell them that they're massive.
There's a lot of validation there that and it's skewed, I guess.
It's totally skewed because of porn too, because porn, and especially the angles of porn, all that other stuff. But anyway, I figured that you've already done mom's news, but we can do another. That was Cam's news. We can do another mom's news if you're interested.
Yeah, let's do another mom's news.
Mom's news. Okay, this was sent to me in a text on a chain that I'm on with some friends. And it says Viagra and other erectile dysfunction drugs may reduce risk of death from colon cancer by 20%, study finds.
Wow.
I read the study. I think I'm going to recommend it to all my male friends
Oh my God.
and children. Start taking Viagra because this is a terrible thing. The colon cancer is a terrible disease. I know people who've died of it. Yeah.
How about milking the prostate can lead to
That seems like a little-
reduce
Okay,
can
Cam.
reduce prostate cancer.
Okay, that just seems like a lot of effort to reduce your prostate cancer.
It's not a lot of effort. It's a lot of
No,
effort, I
it's
think,
not
to
a-
get diagnosed for some disease or some disorder so that you could then get some dick medications so that you could get a 20% decrease in colon cancer.
Okay.
I'd much rather get someone to stick their finger up my asshole.
Bullshit. Who are you
No.
kidding? Have you ever had someone?
Mark my words, the next person I'm with is going to stick their finger up my ass.
Oh God, I cannot wait. Okay, mark my words.
If
Mar-
only for the
mark my
prostate
words.
relief. Will you stop taking notes
I'm
in this
taking
episode?
notes. Okay.
Yeah, you're taking notes.
These
Can you
are
just stop with the
these are
note taking?
these are awesome quotes from you.
You end up ruining the flow of the conversation because you're constantly taking notes.
All right, I can't win. I'm trying to be like a good co-pilot.
Useful?
A useful co-pilot. And all right, so can I continue?
Yes.
Erectile dysfunction drugs such as Viagra may boost colorectal cancer survival rates, a new study suggests. Researchers found the medications decreased the risk of premature death in colon cancer patients by almost 20%. What's more, patients were 15% less likely to die from the primary cause of death for colon cancer, which is stage 4 cancer that has spread throughout the body. Basically,
It sounds like it's
take
effective.
your goddamn Viagra.
All right.
It was done
Look
in
at that.
it was done in Sweden by the Lund University.
Sweden. All right.
So I think that's a good suggestion to all. Start taking some Viagra, whether you need it or not. The thing is, how does that help women?
Because it does not necessarily account for the side effects of Viagra, which can sometimes include headaches if not taken with enough water.
And heart attacks if you have a bad
And
heart.
heart attacks, yeah. So it's not the same thing.
And causing the women that they're with to have vaginal irritations from having so much sex. So there's a lot of repercussions.
So don't go just blanketly recommending
I'm not recommending
Viagra.
Viagra. I'm just saying that was an interesting study, probably put out by Viagra itself.
Yeah, that's probably true. And it's also, I think it's quoted by Daily Mail, which I don't know is like the most.
I always
accurate.
like the Daily Mail. I think it's in London somewhere. Have you noticed how soothing my voice has been now, Cam?
Oh yeah, it's like little angels singing on my eardrums.
I can't tell you how wonderful this app called Calm is. It has changed my life.
So Calm is a meditation app. It's a sleep app. It's just an app to help you de-stress. And, we obviously talk a lot about mindfulness and meditation on this podcast, and it is truly one of the best apps I've ever used.
And for those who are beginners who have no clue how to meditate, because initially when you told me how to meditate, I had no idea what I was doing. This is for the beginner.
It's for the advanced too. I use this, and I consider myself advanced, okay?
And I consider myself and Dee's to be beginners, but we use this. It helps our relationship. It helps me wake up in the middle of the night and go back to sleep.
Because Harry Styles narrates a sleep story that makes you just fall back asleep.
More importantly, this is such a phenomenal app. I bought it for my mom, and she's 88 with Parkinson's. She uses it.
I can't recommend this app enough. By going to calm.com/sextalk, our lovely listeners will get 40% off a premium Calm subscription.
Unlimited access to Calm's entire library, and new content is added every week.
All you got to do is go to calm.com/sextalk. It's not calm.com/mom because that's another podcaster. To help us out, just go to calm.com/sextalk and you will be on your way to de-stressing.
Are we ready to rock and roll with listener text?
Let's do it. First one up is from Stevie. I would love for Karen Lee to make a TikTok of WAP. That's Cardi B's new video called, or song called Wet Ass Pussy.
I will take that under advisement, Stevie. Any requests for TikTok? That's is music to my ears.
This is a very good use of our number. Glad we pay for that phone number so that we can get those requests.
I see I'm being appreciated instead of being criticized.
Okay, so Julie wrote, I'm a 45-year-old woman. I met a guy on Tinder about 6 months ago. We've been friends with benefits, I guess you could say, since then. Meeting up 2 to 3 times a week since February. He always comes to my house or we go for drives and have fun outdoor experiences. It's all great. The sex couldn't be better. We're both open to new things and keep it spicy.
I feel like this is a Dipsy ad.
I honestly sometimes I'm reading these listener texts. I'm getting all hot and bothered
That's what
by
I'm
this.
talking about.
Shit.
We should stop and pause and talk about Dipsy right now. I mean, this is like this is what Dipsy offers, these kind of stories.
This is a fucking phenomenal story. DipsyStories.com/mom. It'll give you 30 days for free. Couldn't recommend it enough. All right. That's for erotic stories. Okay, moving right along. He's expressed more than once he doesn't want a relationship. and that we're not exclusive, but our times together are more than just to fuck.
Can I read the next part?
Yes.
Tons of kissing, foreplay, cuddling. He has met some of my friends' daughter, grandkids, and has met up a few times with no sex involved. First
So
of
this
all,
is a significant situation.
I like the fact that it sounds like this is a cougar situation.
Yeah, she's 45.
I love it. Shall I keep going? My question, I guess, is how long do I wait for this to get more involved? I want to
Wait, hold on. Can I ask you,
What?
how did you think of this as a cougar situation?
because I heard grandkids.
Yeah, but how do you know that the fuck buddy is not? I guess it doesn't necessarily. Your definition of cougar
Yeah.
doesn't mean it needs to be different in age.
Exactly. I'm just speaking
Okay.
from the woman's perspective, and
Sorry.
who knows who the hell she's with. It doesn't matter. My question, I guess, is how long do I wait for this to get more involved? I want a full-fledged relationship. I'm not sleeping with other people, and I don't think he is either. But he just won't commit. He does make an effort to see me before we have weekends that have to be spent apart and afterwards as well. So I think there's more to his fear of commitment. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm afraid I'm wasting time waiting for him to change his mind and not really looking for what I truly want. Hate to give up what we have, though, because we connect 100% sexually. What's your advice? What's your advice, you little guru of sex, you?
Oh yeah, the sex guru coming in hot with this advice. God damn it! I got nothing. I mean, I don't think you should be waiting around hoping that this guy changes his mind. I think you need to have an open discussion about it. Say, I want something more. It's not, we can't just be friends with benefits anymore. Be honest with how you're feeling, because it could just lead to some fucking resentment down the line from on both parts, you know? If he's telling you he does not want this serious relationship, listen, heed the words. And if you're okay with friends with benefits, keep going. But if you want more and it's becoming a problem, then you gotta go hunting somewhere else. What are you thinking?
I say, enjoy that ride.
What? What does that mean?
That means she's having a great time sexually. Neither of them have other people. That's good. We're in a crazy time right now. So, this is not like under normal circumstances where it's that easy to find this kind of relationship. And it can either peter out on its own, which could happen to any relationship. He can find somebody else, which you have to be ready for if that's what he's looking for. It doesn't sound like it is. Or you have to just not worry about the future and live for today. Enjoy the fucking while it lasts.
So, this actually reminds me of a lot of the thoughts that go through my mind when I'm on Hinge. There are some older people on there who I kind of assume want to, and sometimes it just says blanketly, it is very obviously in their profile, I'm looking for my husband, I'm looking for someone, to have a family with, whatever. And then I can also be attracted to that person, and that person might say they're attracted to me, and in which case do I just, I don't know.
What are you stammering? Where are you going with this?
It becomes a whole new criteria level. Like, I would say, if it's just a casual thing, if we're just, enjoying each other's company, I need to have this level of connection or attraction to this person.
What level? On a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe you need to have a 5 to get involved.
5?
It's an arbitrary. I'm not rating the girl. I'm just saying I want
I'm talking about your attraction.
Yeah, I want a level. I'm just saying, relative to what I would be if I were with someone who I'm really considering being lifelong partners with, that would have to be much higher. I need a connection that's much stronger in terms of personality and physical attractiveness. So maybe 8 or 9. So then, do I not bother? First of all, is it wise to delineate between those two?
You tell me.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess there's a lot of unknowns there. You know what?
So you got nothing?
I say just take everything individually.
You just meet up with however many fucking people you can meet up with.
Yeah, and see which one clicks. Because I remember, back when I became single, I kind of knew, I'm with someone who's much younger. I'm like, this is not really, but we're having a great time, really good. But I never really expected this one to be a relationship. And you know what? When the other person got involved with someone else, then I got uninvolved. And then I also knew that, like, when I was involved with someone and I found somebody else, that I knew that that person would understand and disconnect.
So it was just kind of a fluid thing.
Very fluid.
It's not so fluid with this COVID-19 situation.
Exactly why I told her you got a good friends with Benny's.
Yeah.
Go for it. Don't fuck with this right now. What's her name?
I think it's time before the second wave hits that people should really be taking some time to go on some dates, I think.
Okay. In a hazmat suit.
Erica says,
What?
I was wondering if we should keep this person anonymous.
Well, there's a lot of Ericas.
Okay, Erica says, my massage therapist, who I have been seeing for almost a year now monthly, revealed to me that he finds me to be beautiful, and if I threw myself at him, he wouldn't turn me away. Jesus Christ. I'm married. Is this a reason to cut ties or keep going because he gives me amazing massages? He has never tried to give me a happy ending, by the way, if you wondered.
Oh.
That's some hot shit going on over there.
Okay, first of all, I like to say that I always get turned on by the whole massage therapist, massage client idea.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very big turn on for me. He just said he finds her beautiful. Well,
and if I threw myself at him, he wouldn't turn me away. How about that part?
Okay, that is kind of suggestive.
So what do you make of it?
He
loves the massages.
I know. And, I got to be honest with you. When it comes to massages, I don't see that much difference than that in going to a full-fledged prostitute, except for the sexual.
She's not getting the happy endings.
I know. But I'm saying to you, in general, that's how I feel about massages. What are your thoughts on massages versus prostitution? Should there be?
I think there's a difference.
Well, I mean,
one of them involves sex usually, and the other doesn't.
Or one involves touching genitals, and the other one doesn't. But
Right.
sometimes
I always wish it would involve genitals, and it never does. It never does. Anyway.
All right. So basically, I got no advice on that one. I don't know what to say. You're married.
Isn't that the fantasy? Isn't it what everyone's fantasy? They're
Yeah.
sitting there. Am I alone in this?
No,
thinking,
that's what I
you're
said.
getting
It's my
a massage.
fantasy too.
You're getting a massage. I don't care how attractive the person is at all.
Yeah. I don't even care if it's a man or a woman.
It's the person's touching me, and the whole time you're like, "Well, you just jerk me off."
Just please jerk me off.
That's all that we want here.
Oh, is that too much
It's
to
nice
ask?
that
Why
you're dealing with my
that's
fucking plantar fasciitis, but can you just fucking tug at my penis for 2 seconds? Literally 2 little strokes, and that will be enough.
It's true though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like it's a tease. It's like foreplay or something, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's just like I don't even understand why one's legal and one's not. I'm telling you, because it could.
I completely agree.
There's a lot of erogenous zones besides the genitals that they're touching, like your feet.
Oh yeah.
But I was gonna say something about your toes.
Oh my beautiful toes. You gave birth to me. Okay?
I can't help it.
In a way, you created my disgusting ass toes.
Excuse me. My father, who passed away, had, as we know, way worse toes. So it might have skipped my generation because I have lovely toes, even though my feet look like Fred Flintstone feet. And I might add,
you know damn well why my toes are disgusting.
You're blaming this on
and
me.
it's only on one.
Be.
I'm talking 2 specific toes on 1 foot.
It can't be my fault because if my father did not have the exact same thing, I could say that. But you have a genetic disorder.
I might have been predisposed with genes, but the nail was put into the coffin when you decided to smash my foot as I was an infant into this tiny ass shoe that clearly didn't fit my fat, chubby little feet.
Okay, first
and
of all,
it smashed my little tiny toes together.
That was not the case.
I have a ring to prove.
I will admit that your feet were very fat.
Yes.
Your ankles were fat. You had cankle.
I remember being in excruciating pain every time you put my shoes on.
No, you're talking about as an infant? Who's putting shoes on an infant?
You put shoes on me all the time.
You are a chubby little beast. You are very cute with big eyes, very chubby. Then you came out at 9 pounds. I mean, you were no small potatoes there.
You
All right.
chubby little beast.
You were. So don't blame me
right.
if you didn't fit into normal socks. I always had to get shoes that were wide.
Can we talk about the massage therapist? What should Erica do? Should she keep seeing the massage therapist?
Oh, I don't know. It's like if she asks us, should we cheat on my husband? I don't know what to say.
I don't think it's a cheat. I think that it might be something you bring up to the husband. Would you recommend that or no?
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Well, first of all, you decide if you want it to end. Because if you bring it up to your husband and say, from now on, let's just have you go see that woman down the block there that has like many men in her life.
I think it's fine. God damn. I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel if I were in the husband's shoes. I think I'd be fine with it. I think I'd be fine. You're loving the massages.
You're getting,
who cares if the person wants to fuck you?
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, most likely they do anyway. They just don't
Yeah.
say it. Even if it's a woman, she might want to fuck you too.
Yeah.
Basically, you're supposed to keep sex out of it. Remember that masseuse that yelled at me for I was yelled at by 2 masseuses. One, because I didn't take a thorough enough shower and she was allergic to freaking suntan lotion, which is very weird. And 2, the second time was when I just whipped off my clothes in front of her. She didn't like that because and I'm thinking, I'm trying to save time. Why have her go out and come in and spend 5 minutes and charge me? That's like $5 right there. Her going out and coming in. I said, I'll just pull them off right in front of you. And then she told me that was like sexual abuse. I did that.
Yeah, it is violating.
Violating my ass.
I know that is a pretty silly situation.
What is that?
I mean, I fully told the first time I got a massage, I had a full-blown panic attack.
Oh, we know.
You were in the room next door.
That would be something that we can use for our television show.
Okay. Should I share the story real quick?
Yeah.
I'm sure I told this
You
on the
have told it,
podcast.
but you could just give us the cliff notes because it's one of the funniest stories ever.
So my mother wanted to treat me to a massage. So we went and got massages at the same time in different rooms, obviously. So this person was massaging me. It was my first massage. Maybe I was fucking
You're a teenager,
18?
probably. Yeah.
18 years old, probably. At the prime of my libido. And, someone is touching me for the first time very intimately.
Like where?
And,
Where was she touching you that was so intimate? On your forehead?
Literally anywhere on my body would have led me to a fucking erection. And luckily,
She touched
I was
you
on
on
my
your
stomach.
ankle. You got an erection.
Yeah, she's touching me and my ankle. I got an erection, and I'm on my stomach. And, of course, my concern is she's going to ask me. The whole time I'm thinking, oh, God, please don't ask. Don't ask for me to turn over. Please, God, don't ask for me to turn over. And, of course, halfway through, she goes, okay, I'll work on your front side now.
That's
Please
it.
turn over.
Don't say you
And-
came.
And I go up into like a little sphinx pose, and I just pop up real quick, and I say, just out of curiosity, is it do your clients, do they ever have would you say they get erect if
Who says the word erect anyway?
and she is unfamiliar. I think she's not maybe native English speaker or something, because she's like, what does that mean? And I was like,
You said erect, like erection.
I said in a hypothetical world. I'm not saying
You
I have one
used the
right
word
now.
hypothetical too?
Yes, I said in a hypothetical world. I don't have one right now, but just in case, what happens? Does this happen? Is this common that your male customers will end up, getting a? And I give it a little signal of.
You were stammering?
Pointing up. I was stammering away, and she says, "Oh, you got a chubby?" Screams it. "Oh, you got a chubby?" And I'm convinced that you are hearing this next door. And I'm trying to shut it down. And I'm like, no, I'm not saying I have a chubby. I'm just saying I could have a chubby.
Asking
In
for a
which case,
friend.
Is that normal? Is that normal? That's all. Asking for a friend who is interested in massages. She said, as long as you don't touch me with it.
Oh my God. As long as you don't touch me with it.
Yeah, and then she's like laughing to herself, and she goes, It's only the young ones that happens to, not the old men.
Oh, the old men are lucky that they got a chubby with a paid prostitute.
And so ever since I get erections, and then I just sit there proud of the fact that I've got a blanket tenting while this person is touching me right now.
So you don't have like blue balls or anything like that?
Extreme blue balls.
So how can you concentrate on relaxing if you're trying to?
It's not a relaxing experience.
Oh my God, it sounds
me
horrendous.
getting a little bit closer to having sex.
Okay.
That's what a massage is.
It is weird though, because your body, when it's relaxed, it turns sexual. If your thoughts can turn, it's not like. And by the way, you're not the only one. I'm sure this happens all the time to women too. And
no, the parasympathetic nervous system starts going.
Nerve.
Yeah, and then this is why you get erections at night when you're sleeping in the parasympathetic nervous system.
Well, I told this story when we interviewed Michael Longfellow, and it got everybody very uncomfortable. So I'm not even going to tell it again right now, but if you guys want to hear it, it's Michael Longfellow, the comedian. I told a story about what happened after I got a massage, and you'll have to listen to it. And so there's a little teaser for you. All right. Sneaky freaks. If you're really sneaky and freaky, go listen to that one.
Yeah, because I don't really want to relive it.
I don't either.
Honest.
All right, next, Margot.
All right, I think we got time for just like a couple more questions. Okay.
Quickly, let's do this. Hi, I'm currently working on getting out of a relationship. It's been a cycle of him being verbally abusive, drinking too much, trying to cheat. I think a lot of the behavior is alcohol and drug related. He does all this behavior and I say, I'm done. He says he will change, then repeat.
Wait, can you just read as opposed to just rushing through? Because I don't think anyone can understand what the fuck you're saying. It's way too fast for anyone to comprehend.
All right, then repeat. I've moved into other room until I can find my own place. Until then, any advice on staying strong and not going back, doing my own thing, getting out and not repeating the cycle again? I would like to answer the question.
So
get the fuck out as soon as possible.
Can you paraphrase the question? The situation.
She's being verbally abused and cheated on, and it's usually related to alcohol and drugs, which doesn't sound like he's getting help for. So she's moved into the other room until she can find her own place. Any advice on staying strong and not going back? Doing my own thing, getting out, and not repeating the cycle again. You got to stay strong. There's no advice needed. It's just you need to stay strong, and I would keep it as minimal contact. You got to set boundaries, really, really big boundaries. Massive.
Yeah, I think I'm very sorry to hear that you're going through this.
Me too.
And I really hope that you do find the strength to get and ability to get out of there.
Yeah.
I know right now is probably a really tough time to move.
But you can
with
do
the
it.
state of the economy. But yeah, you could do it. And about not repeating this cycle.
Get some therapy.
I think that there needs to be some. You should try to develop a practice that allows you to pause habitual behaviors. So like meditation could be a super helpful thing here, because basically it will create just a tiny moment of mindfulness long enough for you to be like, I see the impulse to go back to this person for whatever reason. And I know then you have room for the second thought, which is, I know this is not what's best for me right now.
Love it. My little guru. Yeah. That was beautiful advice. Margot, I bet that there are friends of yours or people in your life, relatives that would be willing to take you in or to share space. And I think any shared space would be better than being in the room next door to someone who hasn't really changed their behavior. And he says he will change, but he hasn't done it. So most likely until he's got a year of sobriety, he ain't going to change anything anyway. So get the fuck out as soon as possible.
I would also say that support group that can take you in can also be a support group in terms of checking in with you to make sure that you're staying on your course for what's best for you. Because, if you're regularly checking in with someone, they'll be more likely to show you when you're about to stray.
And there are lots of free, especially right now, a lot of free services that you can get Zoom help.
Al-Anon might be one.
Oh, for sure. The Al-Anon, all those 12-step programs are all doing Zoom meetings, so you can go to those very easily. Go to Al-Anon or just straight up AA. But whatever it is,
That Margot doesn't sound. She's
no, it
at
doesn't
least
sound
not expressing that
but,
she.
But some of them are
but
open groups, so you.
Al-Anon is meant for family members or people
I
affected by.
am aware, Cam,
Well, I'm just saying, why are you suggesting AA in this situation?
because sometimes I've found that I've gone to like the Alcoholics Anonymous groups and their, the partners, Al-Anon, and I sometimes, if they're open, I like to hear from the actual people that are experiencing that. It just either one.
All right, that's fair.
Anything that's good, anything where you're hearing people, cry on each other's shoulders and help each other and support each other. Those are good groups to go to.
I just personal experience. I have been meeting with two of my best friends every Saturday night through this COVID, and I cannot tell you how helpful it is to check in with them on a weekly basis. And it's amazing to watch their trajectories too, going through different periods of their lives.
So you're all helping each other. It's all
Yes.
sweet. That's adorable.
It is wonderful, and I really, really recommend it.
If you have that, and if you don't have it, make your own group, because everybody has someone they can check in with. Yeah, you check in with me and Cam. Just join Patreon. It's a good time to join Patreon and check in with us.
You could text us.
Or text us. Patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom is where you can help us out. Denise says, how can one tell if they are addicted to pornography? They feel that they need to use porn every time they want to orgasm.
A lot of addiction questions going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I believe there is an addiction to pornography. I think it becomes an obsession. Maybe it's just a term. But if it starts affecting your life, I would say that's a problem. Just because porn is what's getting you off right now to orgasm doesn't mean that it's going to be like that forever. So I don't know that it's a problem unless you really feel like it's really a problem in terms of your functioning on day to day. But same thing with people talking about vibrators and orgasms. If you need it all the time, who cares? Maybe one day you won't use it. Maybe one day you will. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you're finding some enjoyment.
I would also say I'm in no way an addiction expert, and I know that people have a ton more experience treating addiction and being treated for addiction. But just 2 cents is that when I'm concerned that there's a vice coming into my life.
You're always concerned about a vice coming in your life.
Okay, so in this situation, if this person is concerned about developing a vice towards pornography, one way that I like to determine whether a habit is positive or negative for me, one indicator might be the type of thought that triggers that behavior. So if you find that you're looking at pornography when it's, you're in a good mood and you're just trying to enhance your pleasure and it's just a fun thing to do on a specific night, go for it. I would say that doesn't sound like that is that concerning. But if you find that like every time you get in this fight with this person, like a partner or something, you like go and run towards pornography to escape.
Or if it's drugs, or if it's weed, or if it's alcohol, or whatever. If you're escaping.
I don't even need to label that as an addiction, but I could label that as perhaps an unhealthy way of dealing with emotions.
I love what you said. So in other words, don't use it as an escape. Use it for pleasure.
Yes.
Good.
I hope
good
that helps,
thoughts.
Denise. Okay, let's do one more question. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Joseph says, I know I missed this week's podcast, but I recently dog/house sat for my 25-year-old daughter and noticed the bondage straps/equipment on her bed. On one hand, it made me super uncomfortable. However, I suppose the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Thoughts? 48-year-old male sneaky freak.
I love the 48 male sneaky freak, Joseph. I'm going to answer this by saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay? So what if she's into that? As long as, you don't see any, blood or something, or you haven't had to get her out of the emergency
blood
room.
play blood play can
can
be fine for some people.
All right. But anyway, I just think it's totally normal if she wants to experiment or whatever she's doing with this bondage stuff. So leave her be. Let it go. And
what would you do, Mother, if you found that I had straps all over
first
my bed?
of all, I would die laughing.
What the fuck is so funny about imagining me with the straps?
I just don't see that as your MO. I don't see that.
It could be my MO.
It could be, but it's probably not. I can't see you as what are you gonna walk? Have dog
You don't have
collars
a clue.
and
You got
whips
no
and chains and handcuffs and all the other rest of that shit.
How do you know that I'm going to be the one collared?
I don't know who's collaring who, but I could just say that I would find it very amusing, and I would have a hard time keeping it to myself. So Joseph, I mean, depending on your relationship with your daughter, I'd bring it up and talk about it.
Yeah, you would definitely say,
if
what
it
the
was-
hell are these straps for?
If I saw that with Cam, I'd be like, well, like when your brother found a book that I ordered called Tickle the Pickle. He was 11 years old. He finds out from Amazon, he sees a book comes that says Tickle the Pickle. He goes, Mom, I see something disturbing here. So I had to explain that it was, I made a mistake.
You're learning how to tickle the pickle?
Actually, he's a pickler, so I'm surprised he
Yeah.
even asked me about that. Maybe that set him on his quest to make
Yeah, I think
pickles.
it might-
No, the truth
might
of the
have.
matter is that you just got to talk about shit. Come on, people. You know,
Come on, people.
come on. You could talk about it. It's going to bring you closer. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, I think those are enough for today's listener questions. Thank you for all your questions.
Thank you.
As
Those are very good
always.
questions, by the way. Very thought-provoking ones, and it stimulates conversations. Hopefully, you guys will all talk about these questions together with your sneaky, freaky little group of friends and family.
And don't hesitate to send us your sex and relationship questions or life questions at 310-356-3920.
Oh, you're starting to get that down, aren't you?
We got some three new Sneaky Freak patrons.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
These are the people that make our show possible. We love you guys. This is our inner circle. Yvette A., Peter C., and Lionel M. Thank you so much for joining our patron family.
It very much helps, and it's a lot of fun to be together as a cohesive group.
For $5 a month, you get extra content.
Well,
You
it's
get-
better if you don't do $5 a month.
It's fine.
Do as little as
$5 a month.
$5, but you can do as much as you can, as you want. It would definitely help us,
I
especially.
think the cap is like 25, no?
They can put any kind of amounts they want in there. I just want you to know that it helps that Cam is able to then buy an air conditioning unit so he can breathe.
Thank you. So yeah, it does help keep our lights on. It covers our costs, and we get to hang out with you.
Yeah, and we
had
had
a wonderful patron party.
That's what I was going to tell. There were some highlights of the patron party. For
Yeah?
example, weirdly enough, several of the patrons have weird exotic animals such as possums and porcupines. So they're not porcupines actually, it's more of like a hedgehog. But you might find them amusing. And we bring our pets on. My boyfriend Deez came on.
Oh yeah, he came on and started sharing all about his new herb garden.
Yeah, he's gotten into gardening big time. We like to call him Farmer D's. And Cam started showing off his fuck den with duct tape sheets. Has there been an update on that, by the way?
Yeah, I fucking bought a drill and drilled the fucking sheets into the wall.
I am so impressed.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yep.
We're-
So we love our patrons, and
We do.
and if you want to join our family there, just go to patreon.com/sex talk with my mom. That is in this episode description. It'll help us out a lot. And what else helps us out a lot, Mother?
Reviews.
Bingo.
Can I read
wherever wherever you're listening to this, please leave us a review.
At ratethispodcast.com/mom. You can write a review on any site, so you don't have to necessarily use the Apple Podcast site. You can use Spotify and all these other sites. So it's called ratethispodcast.com/mom. Here's one.
I don't think you can leave a rating and a review on Spotify.
Yeah, you can.
No, you
Okay,
can't.
well, some of the other. All right, whatever. You'll figure it out when you get there. It maybe.
All right.
What are the other ones? If you have an Android, you have a certain podcast app on the Android.
Yeah, Stitcher, Castbox, wherever you're listening to this.
Okay, so this is a review from someone named All Yours 574. It's called The Realist. I look forward to hearing about Karen Lee and Kim's life during these crazy times. I totally LOL often while listening. That makes my heart sing. The guests are informative, and I love the openness of the podcast. Not much is off limits, and that's how I live my life. Thank you.
Hell yes.
All Yours 574. Yes. Not much
We
is
are
off
all
limits.
yours, 574.
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much for that review. I'm glad that you live your life in a way that is free and easy.
And so do we, sorta.
What do you mean, sort
As
of?
long as TikTok is involved.
That's right. All right, let's wrap it up, Mother.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and Cam finding out about his massive cocky.
Oh, wow.
It worked.
It works.
It worked.
Thank you for listening. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.